Well, hello everyone. It's that time again. Another chapter of Grenade. Hey, before we get started today, wanted to wish Izzy's brother Ben happy birthday, which is tomorrow. By the time you guys get this, it'll be probably, tomorrow will be today. So happy birthday, Ben. You are what? 12 today, huh? 12, 11, 13? Huh? So, anyways, the other thing I want to share with you guys today is, if you notice, I've got myself a new baseball cap, huh? It says Ray's Sport and Marine. Nice new baseball cap. I got that for free today. Due to the fact that, if you'll take a walk with me, stepping outside. Whoa! Lost you guys in the sun. Due to the fact that I got this today. It's not a very good picture of it, and I'm afraid to step back outside. But if you can see, that is a nice new boat. I'll go to the front here and climb inside it. Take a look from the front to the back. I should do this later on in the day when you can see it better. Maybe I'll do it again tomorrow. Okay. Brand new. Has not even seen the water yet. But hopefully that's going to change, right? So I have to step down here. Winston, what are you doing down there? Winston's my mouse hunter. So, anyways, it's a really jolted video, I'm sure, so far, huh? Alright, so we're back inside. That was... I do not get an A+ for my videography, do I? Yeah. So, and then as you can see, I've got a... buffalo plaid little blanket behind me because the sun is coming through those windows, and even with the shades drawn, it's just super bright out there right now, and the sun was kind of drowning me out, so I tacked up a blanket. So, all right, so I'm going to read to you guys today. Today is I think we're on the chapter 15 already, huh? It's called A Blessing. And like I was talking, it switches between Ray and Hideki. This is, chapter 15 has to do with Hideki again. So if you remember, Hideki had gone to the family tomb, and while he was there, he ran into his father, right? And his father's been injured, right? He's got a grenade went off, and he got some shrapnel, some metal, has ripped open his stomach, and he's bleeding pretty badly. So here we go. A soldier stood silhouetted in a little door to Hideki's family tomb. It was too dark to see if it was a Japanese or American soldier, and Hideki fumbled for one of the grenades in his pocket. He had just got hold of one when the soldier stepped farther into the tomb. It was a Japanese soldier, a private. Hideki could tell from the single star on his collar. Oda put his hand on Hideki's arm, quietly signaling him to put the grenade away. "Welcome to the Kaneshiro family tomb, Private." "Shinohara," the private said. He scanned the room with the wild urgency of a trapped animal. His uniform was torn and covered in dirt and blood. Somewhere along the way, he'd apparently lost his rifle, because all he carried was his sword. Hideki stood at attention. A private was the lowest rank in the Japanese army, but privates still outranked every boy in the Blood and Iron Student Corps. "Is there anyone else out here?" the private demanded. "Have you seen any other soldiers from the other side?" "No, sir," Hideki answered, careful to use Japanese. "Not since yesterday, But we're expecting the doctor soon. Private Shinohara scoffed. Ha! A doctor, ha! His eyes fell on the stone bowl with its tiny offering of food, and he pounced on it, scooping up the rice and stuffing it into his mouth. Hey, what are you doing? Stop! Hideki said, forgetting the private's rank. That's an offering. You can't eat that. Hideki's father reached out for him again. Hideki, don't. The private ignored them both and ate the rice. Hideki burned inside that there was nothing he could do. Besides outranking Hideki, the private was bigger and stronger than he was, and the private had a sword. When the private was finished gulping down the rice, he grabbed one of the large urns off the shelf and moved it near the door. What are you doing? Hideki cried again. This is my family tomb. This is a sacred place. It's an IJA base now, the private told him. Hideki looked to his father for help, but Oto had his eyes closed and was slumped over to his side again. Where was that doctor? Private Shinohara went to pull another urn from the shelf, and Hideki grabbed his arm and tried to yank him away. The private threw Hideki to the ground and pulled his sword from his scabbard with a thwing. It glinted in the dim light from the entrance. Get out, the private roared. This is my hiding place. Get out. This cave is for army personnel only. This tomb belongs to me and my family, Hideki told him. Besides, I'm in the army too. I'm in the Blood and Iron Student Corps. The private looked incredulous. You're not in the real army. You're not real Japanese. Get out. The private took a swing at Hideki with his sword, and Hideki jumped back out of the way. Hideki's blood boiled. He was being attacked from someone from his own side, in his own family tomb. He thought about going for a grenade again. But what was he going to do? Blow up a Japanese soldier, and himself and his father and his family tomb with him? But they couldn't stay here with Private Shinohara. The man was crazy. Hideki got under his father's shoulder and lifted. Oto moaned in pain, but he stood, putting most of his weight on his son. Hideki steered them toward the door. Anger rose in Hideki like the tide. This was stupid. They shouldn't have to be running from their own family's tomb. But Hideki didn't see that they had any other choice. Private Shinohara kept his sword pointed at them the whole way, a mad gleam in his eyes. Get out! Get out! He roared. If you Dojin could defend your own stupid island, I wouldn't even be here. Hideki picked up the sack with the pictures of the emperor, and he and his father staggered out into the rain. They made it as far as a nearby banyan tree before they both collapsed in a heap. Oto cried out again. I'm going to get you a doctor, Hideki said. He stood up to go, but Oto called him back. No, Hideki, don't leave me. But you said someone was on the way. Yes, death is on the way for me, Hideki, his father said. There is no doctor coming. I came back to our family tomb to die. Hideki's insides felt hollow. His father had been lying to him. Hideki had suspected it all along, but he hadn't wanted to believe it. And now, it was too late. Hideki dropped to his knees and sobbed, No, Oto, no! Don't cry, Hideki. This is a blessing. A blessing, Hideki said. I got to see you again, his father said. It was harder and harder for him to breathe. I never thought I'd see you, any of you, again before. Oto's eyes were 1,000,000 miles away. You're going to be all right, Hideki told him. I'm going to find a doctor. You're going to live. But Hideki's words were empty, and they both knew it. I should have kept our family together, Oto muttered. There was nothing you could have done, Hideki told him. There was nothing any of us could have done. You must find your sister, Oto said. He stopped to cough. Forget this war and those stupid photographs. Find Kimiko and get yourselves to safety. That's all that matters now. You died a hero, Oto, Hideki said, fighting for Japan. I'll tell everyone. His father laughed, and it turned into another painful cough. I'm no hero. I was so scared, I peed my pants. I was hit as I was running away. Hideki was stunned. But I'm the one who carries Shigetomo's curse, not you. Shigetomo wasn't a coward, Hideki's father said. He was brave, braver than any of us. I understand that now, and I hope one day you will too, before it's too late. Shigetomo's brave? Hideki couldn't believe what his father was saying. Oda grabbed Hideki's jacket. His eyes were wide, desperate and pleading. Find your sister. Promise me you'll find her. I promise, Oto, Hideki said, frightened. Yes. Good. His father let go of him and slumped back against one of the roots hanging down from the branches of the banyan tree. There are evil spirits all around, Hideki, more than ever. But evil can only run in a straight line. Keep changing course so the evil can't catch. Oto's eyes still glistened, still stared up into the falling rain. But his chest stopped rising and falling. His body settled down into the mud. Hideki's father was dead. No! No! Oto! Come back, Oto! Hideki sobbed. He lay across his father's chest and cried as he hugged him goodbye. Hideki couldn't carry his father back into the family's tomb, not with Private Shinohara there. And he didn't have a shovel to bury him. He would have to leave him here, underneath this banyan tree, and come back later, after the war, and give his father a proper burial. Until then, Hideki would fulfill his father's dying wish and do the one thing Oto had failed to do in life. No matter where she was, no matter what she was doing, Hideki would find his sister. And we'll stop it there for today, huh? Oh, sad, sad times, huh? Oh. And this is the way it was. I've read a lot about the Battle of Okinawa and such. And as bad as it was for the American forces that were on the island, and as bad as it was for the Japanese forces that were on the island, it was far, far, far worse for the Okinawans who were caught in the middle of the two sides fighting. And they really had nothing to defend themselves with. They had no places to hide. They didn't think that the Americans were there to help them. So it was a sad, sad, sad time for everyone during that time. So anyways, all right. Take care, everyone. Tomorrow's Friday. Warmer weather's coming, huh? That's good news. Hopefully gets warm enough so that the ice eventually gets off the lakes and I can take that boat out, huh? Who wants to help me break it in? Do a little fishing in it, huh? Once all this, social distancing and stuff goes away and we get back to normal, I'd love to take you guys out fishing, huh? All right, take care, everyone. Bye.